Hello, Drone Racers. I'm Mark, and today on Drone Racer 101, it's Thanksgiving for 28 more minutes. And then it's Black Friday. Actually, it's been Black Friday for a while here. I started Black Friday shopping 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago, and we tried to go get my son an iPhone SE at Walmart, and they had zero. So instead, we bought a PlayStation 4. That somehow appeased him. Imagine that. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do a giveaway. And it's going to be very similar to our last one that we did for 11/11, which I still, Singles Day, I guess is what that is. I don't know. I'm in America. We don't have that. My wife didn't like the idea of that one. That celebrating Singles Day. Hello, everybody. Joe and Cavi and JDB and Jimmy B Drone. I kind of like that. Hello, Drone Racers. So I've got something new set up for patrons. If you are a patron and you're on my Discord, I have a special channel that I'm going to be monitoring for this. So I try to keep an eye on the chat, but sometimes it rolls through faster than I can do. So I've got that a special one set up on Discord for patrons if you want to check that out. So we have a giveaway. What we're going to give away is an ET100 V2. And if you didn't know, I kind of like it. I actually liked it a lot. I discovered after the fact the DVR didn't record the OSD, and it's because of an NTSC PAL issue. I could see it in my goggles, I swear. It's there. It exists. I just couldn't see it on the DVR. So I'll fix that. The update will fix that. Just setting it to auto always works in the newer versions. It just came with an older version. So that does work. That's really the only... Oh, that and not having flip over after crash, which if you watch that video, I crashed it a lot. So what we've got here, I actually forgot to update some of the links. We're going to do a giveaway for one of those. What you do is there's a link down in the description for BG Black Friday, and that will take you to the page. Go there and find what you're interested in. What do you like? What are you interested in? It could be that. It could be something else. It could be totally non-drone related, which sometimes is kind of the most fun. Jimmy B Drone, the ET100, the first generation was good, and I got make a lot of videos on making it better, and they basically incorporated all of that in the V2, so it's awesome. So then just post down in the description. And today is, let's see, what day is it? It's Thursday. I should know. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be packed. I'm going to get nothing done. Saturday is my wife's annual movie marathon where we watch Christmas movies for like 16 hours or something ridiculous. I'll tell you, this is the first year I get to have the guys version down in the basement where we're watching Die Hard and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So we finally get to enjoy that, which it's a Christmas movie. She swears it's not, but it is. So anyway, we're gonna move on. I digress. We're gonna move on and go look through here. I have a link here for, let's see, a little ways down that has all my discount codes. It goes to a spreadsheet here. I'll show you the spreadsheet. Wow, that screen is really small. What is going on there? I just noticed it's really small. So this is part of the problem I have where I've got a 4K monitor and a 1080 monitor. Let me see if I can fix that real fast because that's not going to be acceptable. Shoot, I hadn't noticed that. Well, what we might have to do... Sorry about that. See if we can just stretch things out and make it look about right. It's not gonna be right. I can't make it. I'm gonna have to guess at this, but we'll try and get it close. Jeez, that's annoying. All right. Well, I promise I'll fix this for the next time. Not quite as professional as I wanted to be or normally like to be. Get me out of the way over here. I can't actually see. Maybe if I do that. There we go. The screen resolution is all messed up there. That's pretty close. I can't even see my video. I don't know where that is. It's down there in the corner. It's pretty close. It's good enough. I'll hang out in the tiny, tiny corner. Yeah, the stream is small too. I'm trying to get it stretched out, so hopefully hopefully you can see this now, and hopefully it's filling up the screen. I don't know why. I do know why it was so small. So there we go. The models here, I've got a list here. Banggood Contact is sending me new deals all the time. A couple that I couldn't find anywhere else. I'll show you one of my favorites right now. The HD3 Core for $339. That's a $400 set pretty much everywhere. And right now it's $339 with a code there. But we'll kind of look through here. So we got the first deal, the main page. The let's see, is that working out now? It's better. It's better. The main page shows all the deals. They've kind of got everything here. So I've got a special code here that's down in the description. BF, so it's Black Friday DR101. So BF DR101, it doesn't work on promo items, but the Happy model is not a promo item, so I learned that already. It's set up, so this is one where, oh, we've got a special deal for $95.99. Well, you can apply the code to that and get another 10% off. Don't use their 8% off. Use my 10% off. That'll work across the board on everything there. They've got some other things here. So there's toys and hobbies section. Lots and lots of... They've got a little bit of everything here. That's a really expensive Rubik's Cube for Banggood. I bought a couple of those for my son when he was on his Rubik's Cube kick. One of the big things here that we'll talk about in a minute, though, is the US-UK 65s. Really good price on those. Really good markdown on those. The ET100 that if you watch my review, I didn't like at all because it was a total piece of garbage that didn't work at all, but I've been told multiple times that they have just fixed all of that. So I see some people commenting with links in the chat. You might have to wait until the end. I don't know if you can post. It needs to go in the comments section, not in the live stream chat portion. The live stream chat, I can't use the software to make a selection from the comments on there. They won't do that. It has to be in the comments section itself, not in the live stream chat. I want to point that out. Can I fix this better? I can move it down just a little bit more. I don't need to move it. Yeah. I promise I will fix the stream for next time so everything fits properly. We'll get that monitor sorted out. So both of those are good deals, but let's go on. Oh yeah, one more I found. So lots of 1S chargers, because if you get one of those, you're going to want that. It's by Ishii now. The one I reviewed was by LDARC. It was exactly the same. I actually did a whole video review just on this charger because for that price, it does a really good job. I have one of these too, and it does a probably a little bit better job, but you know what, if you want it cheap and easy. And the thing I really like about this one is you can charge via USB. You can plug in a USB port and it will charge your batteries. For this one, you have to... Can you see my cursor? You probably can't see my cursor either. For the Eachine one on the left, you actually have to plug in a battery or a 12-volt power supply. And you have to have one of those available. So the third one to the right, I really like that one because you just plug it into a high output USB charger. So let's kind of look through some of the selections that I've made. I got out of order here. The other link here is for basically all the hobby stuff. And I'm already on multiple pages in. Let me go back to page 1 because this is just kind of their it's kind of their just generic RC page, but it kind of rates it. I've got it selected here by popularity. You can see that in the upper right hand corner here, and it ends up being the stuff that we're looking at all the time anyway. Lots of goggles, and lots of the newer high-end drones like the Mobula 7, which I haven't actually flown yet, but I have. The Xiaomi Fimi, I think it's a Fimi. I posted that on my comments section on YouTube. I think that's going to be ridiculously popular. I think a lot of people are going to look forward to having the built-in screen. So there's no comment section, so the comment section will show up at the end of the live stream, so you have to come back and comment on it there. at that point. So I've already pulled through. Here you can look through. You can see lots of them. I pulled through my favorite ones. I already mentioned this, and that it's a pre-order, but it's not a premium item. So you can actually use the discount code on this one. Everybody else is talking about this and the baby hawk and all those tiny whoops. And if you're in like a tiny whoop league, yeah, sure, you have to have a tiny whoop. I'm going to keep flying my ET100 inside. It kind of gives me the best of both worlds. I think it's so much more versatile than these. Yeah, you can fly these outside, but you can do, oh yeah, the tiny hawk, thank you. You leave me alone, man. That's a name. These you can fly outside, but not nearly as well as the ET100, the ET115. I don't even know if I'd fly that inside with a 3S. But the ET125, I think, is a little bigger. I think the 100 ends up being great if you are going to fly inside most of the time and you want to go outside occasionally. I think it just it fits that niche and is one of the best items. Oh, there we go. Holy cow, can you see that? 15% off all items. I will add that to the comment. Jeez. Oh yeah. I'll check that out and add that, because that would be even better. So there's kind of my take on here. I think it's probably just 4 specific items. I think the tiny whoop options here will be good, but not absolutely the best. So I have a whole bunch of goggles here. I'll tell you, I just finished recording my top $300 goggles shootout. I called it the $300 goggle shootout, even though they're pretty much all $250 now, especially like the Aomway Commanders. I compare 7 different sets of goggles. I created a 100-point scale with different categories, like how the screen quality looks, how the reception is, how good the band scanner is, because everybody keeps asking me over and over, like, which goggles should I get? And like, you know what? So many of these are so close. It depends on what's most important to you. It's a super, super personal decision for you, and it varies a lot for everybody. We have a full shootout there, and we will have you'll be able to see that. But right now, things like the Aomway Commanders ranked way up there. I mean, obviously, they're one of the best. They didn't win. I'll tell you, they didn't win, but not for me personally. But they rank way up there, and you can't go wrong with them. And for $249, we were paying over $300 a year ago. So another one for the tiny whoop options, the US 65, UK 65, really good options. Especially with, let's see, is this the same setup that I had? Where are we here? This is, yeah, so this comes with a charger. And how many batteries does this combo come with? I don't see it on here. Do you see it right there? It should be right there, right? Right, 3, yes. So for the price, these things are exceptional. I mean, these are really good models, and you get 3 batteries. Someone asked me the other day, they had $300 to spend, and I had to tell them, like, what would you do? Well, I would buy the EV800Ds goggles, which I'm sure will be on this list somewhere because they always are. I always recommend them. I think everybody should start with those. An X-Lite, because it will do pretty much everything you need for a long, long time. And those are both 2 good value items that you can spend your money on and work for you for a long time. And then one of these, because they're now at this, especially, we're well under $300, and that gives you everything you need. The problem with starting with like a Tyro 99, it's great. You could do that. It's under $300, except, oh, you still have to buy batteries and a charger, and you're not gonna get in the air. I mean, batteries will put you way above that. This is a great way to get started and gives you everything you need and will work for you for a long time with things that can be can keep working for you. Why did they go? Super fun, but why did they go with the terrible paint scheme? Because USA, oh, sorry. Next up, oh, I've got it twice. It's so good, I've got it twice. So I've got the FEMI listed here. I've been a DJI fanboy, except for I have the Show Me drone, which was just great for $400, 4K. It ranks right there with the DJI Phantom 3 SE, I think it was, that you can't get anymore. It was great. It would go 4K. It would show 4K, go 4 kilometers. I reviewed the heck out of that. It's one of my most viewed videos. But Show Me is right there side by side. And I've got a Spark. I've got a Mavic. I've got a Mavic 2 Zoom. I love the Mavic 2 Zoom. I won't use anything else. But I think for a lot of people, this will do well. So not Show Me. So I looked up a lot of videos and discussions on how to pronounce this. And one of the marketing people for this company said, pronounce it Show Me, like show me. So that's how I pronounce it. It's kind of like FrSky. I get yelled at every time I do a FrSky video. Like, it's FrSky. How do you get the FrSky? How do you get FrSky out of that? Like, well, you don't. I called it FrSky for years, I think, until I finally found the little manual part that said FrSky, pronounced FrSky. Like, okay, well, that's what the company says. I guess I will go with whatever they say. I don't believe it. But with the tip of your tongue against your Flomy, that's not gonna work. Frisky. It's not frisky. See, you're wrong on that one. It's FrSky. That's how the company calls it. Frisky's something else. But I think this will do well because I tried to sell my Spark in our garage sale, and I had 4 people who were very interested in it, and they didn't have a smartphone that would run with it. Like, really? Why would you buy a Spark if you don't have a you can learn Mandarin. I'm not going to learn Mandarin. My daughter is, but that's, again, I digress. It's late here, and I get a little loopy when I haven't gotten any sleep, especially when I got up early to start recording the goggle video. Anyway, this coming with a screen, I think, will be a really big deal for a lot of people. It will go 1 kilometer. I think this thing is going to be really outstanding. So, more goggles. EV200Ds, they are as good as they promised they would be, I think. They work really well. They did really well on my review. They're not up at the top for various reasons, but I think I'll tell you, for just visual quality in this price range, they ranked the best on that. They have, for the size of the screen they have, for the quality of the screen, if that's the most important thing to you, they did really, really well. And I think the included modules, most goggles that include modules are garbage. And I think most people are flying with the included modules on the EV200s. They are pretty darn good. So again, I don't think you're going to go wrong with the EV200Ds. They have a couple quirks, like the battery's nice that it fits in the back, but then it makes it a little awkward there. I've got a fix for that coming soon. But they are, I think they're nice. I do like them. But, oh yeah, so it's the, what was this, 2016 Stu's Drone of the Year. So yes, I get this question a lot too, because I mock it in the videos. Like, yes, I do know who Stu at UAV Futures is. I just call it UAV Futures because it's funny, at least to me, with my dad jokes. So they still have these. They still sell these. They've updated them a number of times. It's not the best drone out there. It's not probably even the best way to spend $179. But what it is it's easy. And I think there are 2 types of people, at least. There's 1,000 types of people, but there's 2 big types of people, and that start this hobby. And some people say you should just build from scratch, so you know how it is, how it works. That's great. And if you're pretty mechanically inclined, that's good. And I think that's a good way to go. But there's also those people who get that and feel so overwhelmed they never get in the air. And I have a number of friends that that happened to, that they bought the parts, they watched Bruce's videos on what to build, and they couldn't get it in the air. They couldn't get something connected. They couldn't get it working. And then the other side of the people need to just get in the air. I think those same people who couldn't fly, if they'd started with something like the Wizard and this combination, they'd be flying right out of the box, not with the best thing, but it would work. The radio just works. It'll work for a while. It's not the best long-term investment, but I think it's still the right choice for some people. And for that price, the radio's $50. You could, yeah, it's hard to get a better radio and model for that price. You can, but not great. The Wizard broke my heart. Aw. Well, how about this one then? Is this one any better? Because I'll tell you, I bought one of these to review that's still on the shelf somewhere just because I don't have enough time. I need more time. But I bought one of these to review just because I want to. I never got to have one, so I bought one, a newer one, to see how they look now. But I did have one of these, and I thought this thing was great. I thought this thing was done a great disservice by the people who complained. Let's see, you broke my heart by breaking. I want to know what broke. I don't want to know if you had the, let's see, who is this, Drone Alone? I want to know if you had the S or the regular one and what broke, because people made, Bruce again, made such a big deal about the arms on this when it came out, and I thought they were fine. I think it discouraged a lot of people from it, but it was a good combination. That's not the problem I had. The problem I had was the top plate. My top plate broke off because that wasn't thick enough. But I think it's a great combination of parts with the Ready to Fly, and it's 4S and 5S even. I flew this with a 5S. I get a lot of views still on that 5S video. So I think this is probably even it's like the arms on a new Copus. That's exactly right. They're more durable than they seem. These still aren't quite as good as the Copus, but they were good enough for what they needed to be. And I don't know, some people broke them, but you will have that. I never broke mine, and I smashed it hard. I smash everything hard one way or the other eventually. But I still think if somebody says, I have, gosh, yeah, looking at that price, that same question, I have $300 to spend. What do I buy? You know what? You could buy this and the EV800Ds, and it's not a bad choice. If you want a 5-inch, that's still not a bad choice. This thing will fly, and it will do well. It's not the best radio. I'm a FrSky bias, but I've got one of those radios, and they work. So that's another choice, especially since it comes with the battery and a charger. Not a good charger, but a charger. Anyway, it's out there, and there's my Wizard 220S thoughts for the moment. On to, let's see, did I skip what I skipped? More goggles. Let's see. Of my top 7, where did these rank? Well, I won't go there, but I will say, if you watch my videos, you'll see I'm wearing these a lot. Pretty much, even though I still have I have 7 sets of goggles like this. I almost feel bad having them, but the only ones I would get rid of are the ones that aren't worth giving away. And I need them for comparisons in the future. But the ones that I grab regularly, over and over and over, are these SkyZone 002s. Not with that faceplate. I've got a better faceplate for them. That actually, the way they show the images on here are not the good way to do it. Go watch my video on that, and you'll see I've got the bigger faceplate, and I can wear them on my head, and the DVR is great, and the band scanner, so good. It's so good. The band scanner is so amazing on these that it just blows everything else away. I don't know why nobody else can get it nearly as good as they do. It's just really outstanding. For me, I'll tell you what's made me switch from the Aomways. Normally when people ask, what goggles should I buy? Should I buy the EV200Ds or the Aomways? Like, yeah, those are probably the good options, but I don't actually have them on here. The Fat Shark Dominator V3s still have to go in there because those, I'll say it again, I say it over and over and over in these, they have the best warranty you can get. And that is a huge deal for a lot of people. And I think if that's the most important factor for you, just buy Fat Sharks. Whichever ones are in your budget, buy Fat Sharks. I don't think they're the best goggles. I don't care that they don't have a switch. I really don't care that they don't have a switch. I don't care that these don't have a fan, because one of the things I say in that video is my Sky Zones have never fogged up on me. A lot of my other goggles fog up on me. The Dominators fog up on me sometimes. The Falcons, that was one of my big issues with those. Those fogged up on me a lot. They have a fan, which helps. These don't. They just don't ever fog up on me, whether I'm flying in the summer, the winter, the rain. It doesn't seem to matter. So the fact that they don't have a fan, I don't care. And their DVR works really well. So in case you can't tell, I really like, you can print a scan for these. Do they fog up? But the fan, oh, you can print a scan for these, print a fan for these. Oh, you can print a fan for these. Interesting. I haven't needed it. But these are really good. Now, I don't know if this kit, there are different kits here that come. I don't know if this one comes with all the 3D cameras and stuff. I don't think this combination does. I have the 3D camera and stuff, and I've just not gotten around to it. Hopefully we can ramp things up. Hopefully we can ramp things up here next year and make it so I want to be able to get a lot more of this stuff out. It's just going to take more time. I got to get rid of this day job stuff so I can properly review these things for you. So, oh yeah. So another set of goggles, I don't actually have these, partially because of how much they cost when they came out. They were so expensive. The Commander V2s, I know people like them. I don't think they took off quite as much as the V1s. If they were $389 when they came out, yeah, they might be, $379 with a VIP one. I'm not logged in right now, so it'd be even better. Let's see, is there anything on here? I need to check. So a lot of these, oh yeah, so I've got a lot of stuff on here. A lot of the stuff I'm showing here is just the advertised stuff on the pages. It's not even stuff I pulled from my spreadsheet. I've got a couple things there. But I think these would be very popular. They're not HDOs, so that's the thing. We kind of end up in this middle ground where now we have 200 slash. It was very clear for a while where we had $100 goggles, we had $300 goggles, we had with lots of $300 goggles, we had $400 goggles with the HD3s, and then we had $500 goggles with the HDOs. And now things are getting kind of mixed up in there with price ranges where they're overlapping at all. But these are more equivalent to the HD3s and not the HDOs. For the most part, the HDOs don't have any major competition from what I've seen. They're still ahead. Now, when the V3s come out, that will change everything, and then we'll have to go back to the drawing board. But these are a good option if you don't want to spend on HDOs, but you want more than the $300 range. So, hey, look, it's a FrSky. I have not tried the Prime 1S's. I am trying to get a pair. As soon as I saw those posted, I told them, like, I have to have these right now. But the reviews I've seen so far were also pre-versions, so I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't pay off to be first. So I'm really looking forward to those. I cannot wait to post that versus the EV800D, because I don't go through a video without talking about the EV800Ds. Those were one of the best things to ever come out for FPV. So good price on the X-Lite. If you don't have an X-Lite, you need one. If you're a FrSky guy already and you don't have an X-Lite, you should probably have an X-Lite. If you're a FlySky guy, you should probably have an X-Lite. If you're a Spectrum guy, you should definitely have an X-Lite. If you're a Futaba person, you probably shouldn't, because you spent $4,000 on your radio and you're hanging out with big jet people, and they would make fun of you for that. But everybody else should have one. You should have several of them. So I love my EV800Ds. I never want to upgrade. I honestly probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for this channel, because I'm a cheapskate. and I basically bought the Aomways first because I needed them to review, and then once I bought those, so I had to buy Sky Zones to compare with those, and then it's a trickle down effect. But X-Lite, everyone should have one. Here's another case though where I got one of the very first X-Lites, and I recorded, I think I'm on 17 videos for these things at this point, with another one coming soon now that I flew my ET100. Yes, the Bluetooth module is coming, hopefully. Gosh, I can't do it next week. Soon, very soon. But everybody should have one. But the case is, I got an early version, and it didn't have, some things were just weird on it. Like, I didn't have the screws to take it apart, so mine was a total pain to take apart. They've gotten a little better now. But let me make a whole video about how to take them apart. So what do we have here? Oh, speaking of the HD3, so this is the one I know the price is wrong. $399. Yeah, these were this was the $400 option. I talked about that already. I do have a coupon for that on the spreadsheet right here, BF. So right at $399. So one thing I want to know, if you or want you to know, I update this pretty regularly. I try to get it every day. I don't always get it every day, but I try and get things. So like when the Mavic 2 came out, it was $999. I updated it. You can set this up somewhere here. Under tools, you should have access to tools, notification rules, and you can set it up so you can notify me when you can get a daily update. I would probably do a daily update, not a right away update, but it's up to you. But if I make a change and add things, you can get an email to find out what the latest discounts are, if that's something that you want to do. Okay, so Fat Sharks, and then, oh yeah, so I just found out about this one. The fly egg. This says King Kong here still, but everything LDARC has made has been consistently good. Not always great, not always amazing, but always very consistently good. Everything that I've had from them since the start, I think I can only think of one model that had any significant problems that caused me problems, whereas with that one, if I would give it full throttle, it freaked out. But that was a long time ago, and I've had a lot of LDACs. I would call them the most consistently good company out there. Even things like Diatone. I mean, I haven't had any Diatones for a while because I got a few things from them that weren't good, and it took me kind of forever. After that, I spent so much time reviewing a model, and it wasn't good, and they actually even pulled it from the market, and then they sent me another one. It took me so long to review it that I kind of fell off their radar. But that's all right. I've got way more things to do than I have time right now. LDARC, that hasn't happened though. I haven't had anything. They are not always the latest up to date. Like the ET100 coming with 3.1 firmware. What's up with I don't know what's up with that. That was weird, but it was tuned well and it flew well. It just didn't have flip over after crash, which is totally unacceptable for me the way I fly. So we're gonna look at some of the things on here. You never know. You never know what's going to happen here. Sometimes there's going to be spectacular deals, and sometimes there's just going to be nothing. Like the Tyro 99. I liked the Tyro 99. I didn't get to spend as much time with it so far as I wanted, but it's still $99. That's not anything super duper special. Let's see. Going back here, there are lots of chargers here, and where did it go? I can't find it. Well, maybe. Oh wait, was it here? Here we go. So they've got a thing where if you, I haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't read all the rules for this. They've got a thing going so you can actually get free models. Uh-oh, we have a problem. We're talking about making new goggles. Will the QX7 work with the Crossfire module now? It works with the Crossfire module now. You have to either turn down the rates or install a chip, and the chip doesn't is complicated. It's complicated to install. I know there are people who have had issues installing it. So one thing that somebody sent me a link for this that they wanted this. They want to make this an FPV car to drive inside, and I think that sounds like a blast. If you saw the 015s, was it? I think the car boat drones that my son and I reviewed, those things, we had a blast with those. We want to put some cameras on those as long as they would still continue to float around. I think we could have a whole bunch of fun with those. So I'm going to look, let's see, I don't see anything special commented there. A lot of the same stuff. Yeah, there's the Tiny Hawk. Everybody knows that Emax makes great stuff. And the Hawk 5 is spectacular. But all their little stuff, it just doesn't like me. Oh, there was a Hawkeye Firefly. If you want a small GoPro replacement, I really like this Hawkeye Firefly. It's been quite a while since I reviewed that, but with the angle that it comes with, that is a really nice little camera. Anything else? I'm gonna skip through here and see. There were some people who posted some links, and see if I can see anything else that I have missed. If you are okay, oh yeah, these are great. Oh, you know what else I've got to look at here is the comments from people I posted on my commentary earlier and asked for suggestions, and then I didn't look at them, or in the community. So what have we got here? We'll check. EV800Ds will be good. Yes. US, UK, X-Lite. Yes, X-Lite should be awesome. Yeah, VTX 03. Because I think this one is also, I've reviewed a couple of these, and it's hard to tell because they all kind of look the same, whether this one has smart audio or not. I think it does, or Tramp audio, whatever. Yes. No, yes. This is riveting to watch, I'm sure. I think this one does, though. I would make sure, because they all kind of look identical. And I got anywhere I can get smart audio, so I know what channels I'm on. That's what I want to do. HDOs. The HDOs, I didn't see a great discount for them. The HD3s have a great discount. Caddx Turtle looks good. Yes, the US 65, US 65. Hawk 5. Oh, I didn't see the Hawk 5 discount. Let's check that out. It's hard to go wrong with the Hawk 5. I've talked about the Hawk 5 a lot. Let's see. I mean, that's an okay price. It's not spectacular. I don't know if there's a coupon for that. I'll see if I missed a discount code for that. Because the Hawk 5 is, yeah, at $189. That's a pretty good price. The Hawk 5 is my favorite ready to fly racing drone. Now, I kind of have different categories that I count this as. If I was going to go and join a local multi-GP and I needed a ready to fly, this is probably one of your best options because it is ready to go and it is ready to race, and it comes with racing style components. It doesn't come with all the fancy stuff like the smart audio, doesn't have a telemetry receiver built into it. It's kind of a pain to change them out, but the motors and the stack are really good, and it's really strong, and I beat the heck out of this one as well. So it's hard to go wrong with a Hawk 5 unless you want all the extra fancy bells and whistles. So how do I fast forward? You're probably at the live section right now. So this is just what you get. Right? Is that good? Maybe? Okay. So I think that's good. There are no smart audio. So there are no wires for smart audio on that camera. Yeah, I put one of these or one of these in, not that. I put one of those, except with smart audio, in the larger version of this. Gosh, what was that called? ET200? No? I don't remember what it was called. This GT200. 200 GT? Yeah, because they came out at the same time, and there were two of them that were back and forth, and I don't remember which one it was. It was a great model. It was super, super light. But I think we're gonna call it on that. I don't see anything else that I am gonna list as a gotta have. So what you need to do, I'll finish this so the comments section will show up below. Go find out what you want. Now this is fun. I have two of those. Those are a blast. That one I can launch. My full iNav wing, yeah, I get made fun of a lot for trying to launch that one. This one I had far fewer problems launching. But I normally will, what you want to do is come here, find whatever you're interested in. What are you going to get if you buy something that's a good deal? We just want to share the love, and there's going to be things that I missed. Absolutely, for sure. So grab it, post down in the comments. I will wait until probably Saturday. Let's see, the 23rd, 24th. Yeah, Saturday. I will draw a winner, and I will, depending on, because the weekend's going to be packed, I will either post a video doing the winner, or I will put it in the community section of the page. So it'll be listed in the community section with the winner and the drawing, and on Facebook. So we do have a link over on Facebook. So, hey, Frank, did you see, Frank, I don't know, are you on Discord? So Frank is a patron. So if you found this useful, leave a like and a comment down below. If you want me to stop complaining about not having enough time to review, go check out my Patreon channel. So if we can get that big enough, then I can convince my wife to let me do this full time, because that would be awesome. Because you guys are awesome, and I have so many things I want to show you, and I think I'm able to give a little bit of different perspective than some of the other people with things like the X-Lite series and some of the other series where we dig a little deeper, and I try and show every nitty-gritty little boring detail, knowing you guys can fast forward through those. Oh, the Discord channel I was talking about doesn't need a microphone. It was just a chat channel. Frank Braha. I love you. I love that last name. It's fun to say. But until next time, remember, one of these days I'm going to remember to plan ahead with until next time, remember, and it will actually be awesome. And make sure you tune in for that. But until that time, before next time, I'm gonna figure out how to get this Windows to scale properly, because yeah, at least it's closer to big now. It's not quite so tiny. And have a happy Black Friday.